Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmat. In this session, we will discuss about another example for touch command, where we will see how we can utilize the touch command in order to set the date or time, maybe you can say timestamp, with by taking a reference from another file. Okay, because in project, like there might be various scenarios for you where you are supposed to update the timestamp for the file by taking a reference of some other file. Although we can do it by customizing the date time, which we discussed in last session, like you can simply use the touch command in order to customize your timestamp, and then you can set that thing, right? But it would be not that much of easier if there are multiple files. There we are supposed to use this reference concept, because by taking a reference there is no need to write time or timestamp. You can directly update it with the help of touch command. So this thing we are going to discuss. For a shorter note, let me explain you. Just assume a scenario where we have two files, file A and file B. Now I want to update the timestamp for file B by taking a reference of file A. So in that case, I can simply utilize the command touch with reference, then it will update your timestamp. Clear? Fine. Now this session we will divide into three parts. In the first part, we will discuss the requirement again in a detailed manner, because I'll show you like what all files and directory we are going to use. Okay, and then once the requirement is clear, then what we will do, we will explore the command on qshell command prompt, and after qshell command prompt we will use the same through CLLE program. Okay, so this is how we are going to proceed with this session. So let me show you the requirement part first. So for that I'll hit here work lnk. So I'm writing here work lnk, then simply hit enter. After pressing enter, it will open this work with object link. So now for timing we will pick two files from here itself. Okay, work with object link. So now if I do page down, you can see we have multiple files here. For example, I want to update the timestamp for splf.pdf. So let's see what is the current timestamp. I take option 8, page down. Right now it's 6/4/23, 4:38. Maybe we can pick another file because this time is already mashed. It is also 6/4. Actually I just want to use that file, which is, yeah, here it is. So it is for 6/3/23 and 7/22/22. Okay, so this date or time we will change with by taking a reference of mysplf.pdf file. So this file name is test.py. Now if I page up, you can see here we have another file which is mysplf.pdf. So if I take option 8 here, doing page down, you can see we have 6/4/23, 4/11/42 and 4/10/56. So now what we are going to do, we are going to update the timestamp for this file by taking a reference from this mysplf.pdf. Okay, fine. So I think now it is clear. Now what we will do, we will write here qsh. Okay, what qsh will do, it will open a qshell command prompt. Now on qshell command prompt, I will write a command to update the timestamp for my file. So for that, simply write touch space hyphen r, which will take a reference, then space again. Now my file name is mysplf.pdf, then space again. Here I'll put the second file name. Let me retest. It's a 6/3/23. Yeah, the file name is test.py. So I can simply write here test.py. Okay, so now what it will do, it will update the timestamp for test.file by taking a reference from mysplf.pdf. Clear? So let me hit enter. Once I hit enter, you can see it has been executed successfully and it returns dollar. Okay, that means the file has been updated successfully and there is no error. Alright, so now let's verify the same. For verifying the same, you can simply do page down. Okay, let me show you the MySQL date and time first. So if I hit enter on 8, page down, you can see we have date time as 6/4/23, 4/11/42, 4/10/56. Now if I do page down to check the test.py file, I think, yeah, page down, so you can see this time it has been updated with the same timestamp which was present in mysplf.pdf file. 6/4/23, 4/11/42, 6/4/23, 4/10/56. Okay, so this is how we can set the timestamp for the given file just by taking a reference. So now you have idea that yes, it is less time consuming, because if you use the previous approach that we discussed in last session, it was good, but for only for those scenario where we have only one file to update the time, then we can use that customized approach. But when you would like to take a reference from a file, then in that case you can use the mysplf dot sorry then in that case you can take a reference from a one file to another file. Okay, so yeah, this is how we can do the thing. Now once your command portion is clear, then you can means once your crucial part is clear, then I think we are good to start with the CLD concepts, like how we can utilize the same through CL program. So for CL thing, what we will do, we will write here work mbr pdm. Here I have created one program already, so I'll walk you through this program. Here this program is to update the timestamp manually with the reference. So what I will do, I'll write here DCL take F4, provide variable name, type, storage and length. So this variable is declared. If you don't know the basics, then I request you to go and check out the previous session, and from that session you can take a reference, because there we have already explained all these things in detail. And for timing, we are just focusing on the main command part. So once your variable is declared, then you can write chg var take F4, provide variable name and command. As we are taking the files from the default directory, that's why there is no need to provide path, but still I would recommend to always give a path here, because with path it would be pretty much clear to us that yes, we are taking a reference from this file which is present at this location. But for time being, I'm just removing the path. I'm not writing the path because this is at my directory, home directory. Okay, so the command is touch space -r space mysplf.pdf, and after a space you can write rryy.txt, which is the another file name. Then simply hit enter, and after that you can write strqsh, provide your variable name in which we have set up the command, which is ampersand command. Then simply hit enter. After hitting enter, your program is ready, so we are good to compile this program. It is compiled. Now once we call it, what it will do, it will update the timestamp. So let me show you that. Work lnk, so it was the file that we were using for taking a reference, which is for 6/4/23, 4/11/42. Now if I do page down, you can see test not this rryy.txt. So here also it has been changed by with the same thing which was present in the mysplf.pdf file. Okay, so yeah, these are the all steps that we are supposed to implement in order to change or update the timestamp for the file by taking a reference from another file. Just few things I want to explain you again, that regarding the option thing, like whenever you are taking an option, make sure to put it in a capital R. This one, let me show you. So whenever you are writing the command, make sure to put this R small, otherwise it will give error. Okay, so otherwise like rest all things are okay, but make sure always that it should be capital R, small r, because once you change the case sensitivity, it will fail your command. Okay, so yeah, I think we are good for this session. So that's all for today. In the next session, we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching TechSharmit.